everyone, welcome to Viva el Tango. I'm sure you've heard of tango before. It's a very popular word. Do you know where tango comes from? It comes from South America. 2 countries in South America. One of them is Argentina, and the other one, do you know which other country it might be? Uruguay. So tango came to the world, was born out of immigrants that came from Europe and arrived in the port city of Buenos Aires, Rio de la Plata. They brought with them different cultures and made this beautiful genre of tango. Tango today is known all over the world. Is the bandoneon a living creature? It may seem so in the hands of a skilled musician. It starts to grumble and whine, to breathe, and to sing its heart out. Few people can play it like Raúl Jaurena. The Raúl Jaurena Quartet will play a famous piece by Astor Piazzolla, Libertango. like to introduce these wonderful musicians, starting with Emiliano Messias on the piano. Maestro, can you show us some tango tips that you use to play music?
Of course. In tango we do a lot of effects. Like for example, we love to do the glissando. This is a glissando, listen. This is another one. We also love to do dissonance like this. And of course, the most famous one is called marcato. It's something like this.
And we have on the bass, Pablo Lanole. Can you show us some tips?
Of course, I'm going to start with the marcato with arrastre. The same thing but with pizzicato. And now strappata.
I love that one, that's my favorite. And then we have on the violin, Sergio Reyes. Can you show us some tips?
Sure. This is what we call the whip, el látigo. Then there's the chicharra, sandpaper, or lija. And then there's the tambor. Snare drum.
Thank you. So as you can see, we have many expressions within tango. We have music, we have dance, and we also have song. So I'd like to introduce singer Marga Mitchell.
In the past century, around the 40s, they shone in the lights of tango in the night of Buenos Aires and Montevideo in South America. They celebrate with romance, glamour, and everything dim light.
Corrientes 348, segundo piso ascensor. No hay portero vecinos, adentro cóctel y amor. Visito que puso amable, piano esperador. Deja que contesta una cómoda que llora, viejos tangos de mi flor y un todo de porcelana para no maulle el amor. And everything tonight, together with my love, tonight when our kisses, tonight is just for us. And everything tonight, his love is like a star. A media luz los besos, a media luz de amor. And now, I want you to sing with me. Maybe you don't recognize the lyrics, but you can follow the melody. Master, show them. It's so easy. You want to try? Okay. First, the boys.
we wanted to share with you a little bit about the history of the dance, and also you get to participate and play some music with your hands and dance with your feet. You can try this with us. But basically, again, the dance became popular in Argentinian society and Uruguayan society only after it became famous in the dance halls in Europe. Then it was accepted by the Argentinians and Uruguayans. It is a dance that is based on improvisation, and we have 4 beats that we dance to, and I want you to clap with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're just going to step on the first beat and the third beat. So we're going to go step 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's show you the very basic step that we do in Argentine tango.
Okay, so in Argentine tango, the man is a leader and the woman is a follower. So now we're going to show you a very basic step, going into the side step, 2 forward steps, another side step, and 2 back steps. It's the same for the woman. So I'm going to my left, she's going to her right. She's going back, I'm going forward, I'm going to the side together, and then she's going forward and I'm going back. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, you can clap with us,
3,
the beat.
4.
1,
2,
3.
4.
1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
4.
1, and 3. Perfect. Now we're going to go into another rhythm, which is milonga. It's a 2x4 rhythm. And now we're going to step on 2 beats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The rhythm of milonga comes from the Cuban habanera. And we're going to do the very same step that we did in tango, but we're going to do it a little bit faster, and it's more of a happier beat. So let's try the same step to milonga, and then we'll demonstrate how we dance milonga. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Milonga. To introduce the rhythm of vals. Vals is 3x4 rhythm, so we have 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to step on the first beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So let me tell you a little bit about the history of vals. It comes from the Viennese waltz that again originated in Europe, and it arrived in South America in different countries. In Peru, it became the Peruvian vals. In Venezuela, it became the Venezuelan vals. And in Argentina and Uruguay, it became the valsecito criollo. So we're going to show you the very basic vals step that we use. 1, 2, 3, clap with us. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. You're the musicians now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
And now, I want to introduce this instrument. The name bandoneon. Bandoneon is coming from Germany. Carl Zimmermann invented bandoneon in 1864. And after like that, Alfred Arnold, who was the more important bandoneon maker in the history, made a very famous AA bandoneon. This is the AA bandoneon. It's very old too, because it's from 1905, long time ago. The bandoneon is a chromatic instrumento, not diatonic. The bandoneon is a little tricky, because when you push one button, open, it's one note, closing is another note. I don't know why, because the bandoneon is from Germany and I from Uruguay, far away. The bandoneon is a expressive instrument, has a different color. Sometimes the bandoneon is melancholic, something like this. And sometimes the bandoneon had a real tango beat from Rio de la Plata, Argentina, and Uruguay. Something like this.
¿Quién sabe si